position this, and we've got John's little life jacket on, and we've tilted him back, and we put a towel under his head. And ideally, this can kind of go like underneath, but this helps keep his head stabilized. And if you want to look on the dashboard, and I move the dashboard, it should be green. I don't know what just happened. There we go. The guy should turn green, and you should have two green. You should have two green lights. I moved his head a little bit. They're green, and the green lights are a little bit above the rectangle, and ideally it should be up just a little bit more to get in his eyes. Now he recalibrated this, so he got 9 in one eye, and the other one is still quite high, and Mari's going to try to bring it down when she gets him home. But if you look through this handle part here, his eyes line up, and that's what you want to do. It's not just enough to have the green lights down here. This box should be green, and his eyes ideally should be inside this rectangular box right here. And I'm going to move it just a little bit over. I think when we move the towels, we change the angle of his head. But if his head is reclined back, then we've taken gravity out of the situation. He doesn't have to be looking at the ceiling. He can still see what's going over the classroom, but he's not working so hard to keep his head up, and that's really, really important. If I bring his head up just a little bit. So the towels would help to get his head a little bit better in position, and then he's just a little bit more independent in being able to use this. I really would like, I know you guys do not have an AT coordinator right now, and that's in the works to be fixed, but I really would like to serve as a resource and to help you if that's something that I can help with. I work with lots of school systems all over the state of Georgia and help people all the time. There's also a rep who can come down there and help show you guys again in the classroom with John there, the best way to position everything. And I want to be clear, John has no way mastered this device. He is learning. He's got cerebral palsy, so his muscles fatigue much faster and much easier. His eyes switch off on dominant eye, so sometimes his left eye is better and sometimes his right eye is better. His two eyes are learning to work together a lot better as he's used this device, but it's still nowhere near the way you or I would use this device. His max use of onset time should probably be about a half hour before he needs a bit of a break. So if you're using this, he's opening up his IMAX status. He likes to see his eyes. If he's used this and you see that he's starting to fatigue, there was a list of things on here at one point that talked about alternative ways to communicate with him. So always know that if he's not giving you what you want or need, to go to alternate methods to ask him what he wants. Just now I was using these cards to ask him some questions. They just mimic his yes, no. Yes is on this side, no is on this side, because that's how it is. Under his talk button there's a fast talk that has large yes, no symbols that pop up. That should make it a little bit easier to communicate with him. I really want to help solve whatever the problem is at school so that he is successful and that you feel good about using this and that he feels good about using this. I have known John for a very, very long time. There's a lot in there, and there's a lot he wants to be able to say. And so I guess I want to work with you guys to help make this happen. So I'm going to give Mari an extra one of my cards, and please feel free to email me or call me, and I can talk to you about whatever issues you're having and give you solutions to help, several of them, to solve all the different issues that are occurring. But, you know, again, I just want to be really clear. He's not mastered this. This is an emerging skill for him, and it's a new skill for him. But by far, out of all the things that we've done, it is the most independent way that John has to communicate. And I guess technology is only getting better, and it's only going to get easier for him. Thank you.